Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
From the Big Family Homestead. And holy Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, in all honesty, we have absolutely goose egg planned.
Yep.
We've got zero planned.
We have no list.
No
folks.
list.
None whatsoever.
We're flying solo. Yeah, honestly, we just wanted to say hey and Merry Christmas. And I know there's so many people who are bored out of their minds. We're getting ready to make pizza.
Yep.
And well, you got to know something. We are pizza snobs.
Yeah, well, we are. You know, it's really hard for us to find good tasting pizza up here in central Wisconsin.
Even though there's a lot of dairy.
There is a lot of cheese here, guys. Tons of cheese, which is great. I love the cheese. That's why it's like not really worth making mozzarella cheese when there's so much of it here. Anyway.
Yes, so good afternoon because it's early evening and it's afternoon for some of you. Hello to Hawaii, hello to the Netherlands, hello to all of you guys. This is super cool. And Celtic Roots Farm, by the way. I don't know if you saw, but I think it was like 2 weeks ago, you made a comment on one of our videos. And I actually went and looked up your channel, watched a bunch of your videos, and then I made some comments because you were talking about how to build your channel, YouTube stuff. And I was like, you know what? I have some interesting insight that might be helpful to you. And I commented on one of your videos, but I'm not sure that you saw it. So I wrote this paragraph that took me literally a half hour because I can't type, brother. I can't type.
No.
And so hopefully you saw it, but if not, maybe go back and
well, they just commented saying pizza is one of my most favorite foods growing up in Brooklyn. Now we live in New Hampshire and can't get a decent tasting pizza.
Oh my gracious.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's been challenging because my mom grew up in New York, and so I've had New York pizza. We've been to New York. It's been 20 plus years ago.
Yes.
But there is nothing like New York style pizza. And I know there's a lot of people who are going to say, no, it's got to be Chicago style. I'm sorry.
They're both good.
They're both really good. That's what I was going to say. They're both really good. But we prefer New York style pizza. I want that grease dripping down my hand, right?
The pieces of pie are like that big. Like straight up, as big as your face.
It's like a quarter size of the pizza.
Big as your face. You fold it up and you start to eat that sucker, and it's going to go blue, right down your arm.
Yeah, no. Okay, so pineapple, no pineapple. We are no pineapple people. However, 2 of our kids love pineapple on their pizza.
I don't think that's officially called pizza.
No, no.
Nope.
No. I like a meat pizza. I like ham. I like sausage. I like pepperoni. I like all the meats on my pizza.
Well, and you know, that's the thing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Hawaiian style pizza.
Oh, no, not at all.
But it's not pizza. We call that, or I call that, utility food. It's tasty.
No.
Not pizza.
Irene saying try Ohio pizza. Yuck. You're right. Pizza in Ohio.
We were in Ohio.
We lived in Ohio, and there's a La Rosa's, which is a huge thing in Cincinnati area.
It's utility food.
The common fun thing to say is it's La Grosa's.
We don't say that.
No, that was just what everybody around said because you either love La Rosa's or you can't stand La Rosa's, and it's
sweet.
Just the sauce is sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah,
and so no.
Anyway,
they do have there's okay. This isn't New York style pizza, but there's a chain that started popping up right before we left. Jets, yes. Jets
it's pizza good. Is really, really tasty.
It's not like New York style. It's thick and it's super yeasty on the crust, which is interesting. But they serve it in a square, so you get tons of the corners.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The cheese bubbles down into the corners. Good.
And then they drizzle this garlic butter on the crust. Oh, my gosh. That one's really good.
Matthew. Wow. I'm very blown away. I'm sorry I caught that comment. If you guys don't know, Monday through Friday, I do a Bible devotion on it's called Big Family Devotions channel. And we keep it separate intentionally because while we are believers and we love God and we love Jesus and we try to live our lives the best we can, and it shows in our videos on the Big Family Homestead channel, we don't feel like it's a good way to minister to people to just try to cram it down their throats and say, do this, do this, do this, because I just don't think it's a good way to minister to people, and I don't think that's how Jesus did it. And so what we do is we do minister on Big Family Homestead, but then there's a dedicated channel that is just straight up scripture. We read scripture, then we kind of unpack it a little bit, and we talk about it. And we talk about the truth of what it is to be a believer, and even now, because it's really not easy now, and the pressure's mounting. Yeah. So anyway, Monday through Friday, Big Family Devotions, and Matthew, that is a very kind thing for you to say. Yeah. So thank you very much. And I'm glad, and I'm just super blessed that God's doing that for you. So now, we have no plan. No. Zero plan. What do you guys want to talk about? So I guess we answered that one. Pineapple on pizza? No, sorry, man.
No, I don't think so. I know, and two of our kids, they absolutely love it. But,
Oh, Celtic Roots, you know what happened? Now I remember. Sorry, I may have led you astray. You made a comment on one of our videos, and then I commented on
back
your comment on our video. And the reason I did that, I forget, because I thought for sure you'd see it. That's all. Ginger Bell says, amen. Love the word. Follows Brad's devotions. Oh, awesome. That's very kind. Hey, there's Bandana Grandma. Okay, so then with the first thing of absolutely no plan.
Okay, wait, time out. I've got to go back. Steve Ganink is saying pickle pizza.
Oh, I love pickles. That's a bad idea.
Okay, but remember, there was one time every once in a while we'll buy the refrigerated pizzas that you can get at Aldi. They're in the box. And funny thing is, we kind of throw them in the freezer and then we'll pull them out when we need to.
Right.
But they had a cheeseburger pizza, remember?
You guys loved it. I didn't care for it.
You didn't like it, but then I did it. I recreated it at home with other pizza crusts, and I used ketchup as the base.
It does sound gross, but
it does sound gross, but I really liked it. So there's ketchup as the base, cheese, ground meat or ground hamburger, pickles, chopped up pickles,
onions,
and then mustard
and cheddar instead
of mozzarella. It was actually really good.
What kind of pickles do I like, Matthew? Oh my gracious! Oh, Barry.
Okay, squirrel.
I'm sorry, squirrel. Barry, I need to talk to you. I've been recording a bunch of praise and worship music, and I don't play bass. And it just so happens that Barry is a professional bass player who's played with big bands called Bees in Japan, Dokken, and even UFO. He's played with all kinds of bands. The dude's a baller. Anyway, sorry. Back to pickles.
Okay,
I'll try and contact you later, bro. Squirrel. A little bit of a squirrel. Big squirrel.
Yeah.
Pickles. I like every kind of pickle just about except for bread and butter pickles.
And see, I love bread and butter pickles and sweet pickles.
No.
And I made a bread and butter refrigerator pickle, and you like those.
I did.
Yes, you like those because it tastes a lot like our cucumber and onion salad.
There seems to be a little too much caraway in there, though.
I didn't put caraway in it.
Then there's way too much.
There is none.
There's far too much.
It's celery seed and mustard seed. That's it.
Yeah.
Goof.
My favorite. Okay, here's the thing, guys. My favorite pickles are the big old
buckets of
Clausen's ones. the big long ones where you get the spear, and it's mostly just salt water. It's salt water. Mm-hmm. It's a saltwater brine. And then there's some mustard seeds in there and stuff like that. And I love that kind of stuff. Oh man, I love it. But it's I can't duplicate them yet.
Yeah. No, okay.
You like those sweet heat ones. What's the name brand of that?
I don't remember. But they're a sweet heat where they're hot but sweet. Spicy, I should say, not temperature hot, spicy hot. And Nebo, I know you dislike sweet pickles. I think it's a thing that you grow up with.
Yeah.
I grew up with eating sweet pickles. I think and that was a Midwestern thing. I grew up in central Ohio. My dad grew up in Indiana. And you always had dill pickles, and you grew up in the South.
Yeah, well, dill pickles is kind of a thing. And actually, you get to know, you have to ask at certain burger joints, do you have sweet pickles or do you have dill? Because that is a shock you do not want to have when you're eating your delicious burger for lunch, and then you bite into a bread and butter pickle. It's like, what? What just happened?
It's a sweet pickle or a bread and butter pickle on your burger.
No.
Yeah, see, I love it. I love the bread and butter pickles. The only time I'll eat dill pickles is if they are on a burger. Oh. Anytime else, I won't. I'm weird like that. So another squirrel. Sorry, Celtic Roots Farm. You were a worship pastor for years, says Jay. Well, I was too. I did that for 8 years. No, 7 years. 7 years. No, it was 8.
8 years before coming here. But then my whole life has been music, Christian music, recording music. I was in a band called Scarecrow and Tin Men. We had a couple hits, and we toured, and we played even for the Pope twice. And we played with the Newsboys, DC Talk, all the big festivals and fairs that are Christian. And then I was in a band called Cheer Up Charlie, and we did the same thing. And so I've been recording music on and off, and I've been honestly in a real drought until just about 2 weeks ago.
It seems like you start a new project when Christmas comes around.
I don't know.
You started YouTube. Do you know what, guys?
That is actually funny.
Yesterday was our 6th anniversary of being on YouTube. 6th.
It takes a lot of time to build a channel. It
does take a lot of time and a ton of hard work. Brad has put in huge amounts of work to build the channel, and
we have over 2,000 videos.
Yeah.
There was a time for about 4.5 years that we made a video every day.
It honestly was exhausting.
I don't know what it was. I see. The thing is, guys, I actually love being nerdy. I love computers.
Are you white and nerdy?
White and nerdy. Come on, let's cut the grass. Yeah, let's get out there and plow something. Yeah.
In Amish paradise.
Yeah. And so I like editing. I like recording. I like, if you saw this room, you would be like, what in the world? I've been doing this forever. Here, I'll show you something.
Oh, careful. And shakes the clown here.
Here we go. That's my hand. There's my face. Like, I've got equipment coming out of my ears, guys.
Literally out of your ears? That's weird.
There's synthesizers everywhere and guitar amps and things down there and guitars, and God's blessed me with being able to do this professionally for a long time and provide for the family, and that's what we do. Yeah. And so right now I am smack dab in the middle of recording a new record. And actually, I finished writing a song today that I just love. Oh my gosh, I love this song. It's called Still You Are. And it's basically that no matter what happens in our lives, good times, bad times, all the stuff that we go through, still God is God. And we need to acknowledge that. And I'm not going to get preaching, but that'd be easy for me to do. Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m., Big Family Devotions.
What?
Hey, Larry Parrish. That's when we talk.
Oh, okay.
About stuff like that.
Okay.
So, yeah. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Thank you, Heather. Heather's, she's going batty.
Yeah. going batty?
Going batty.
Or has gone batty. Because she has 3 teenage boys and a teenage daughter in her house.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
I can't even imagine.
The smells.
Oh, my, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's just insane.
I can't even fathom.
No.
So, okay. Question for you guys then. Funnest thing of Christmas so far? Okay. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Funnest thing of Christmas. What did you guys do that was either your most loved tradition, or just something funny happened, or it was just a great way to get together? I know we're not allowed to get together. So we're not, we would say that we are emotionally distancing together.
Yeah.
So
that works.
Emotionally.
Right.
Because we'll talk about the pigs, guys.
We will.
Hang tight.
Yeah.
Hang tight. So what was the...
Felicia.
I did the laundry. Oh.
I feel your pain. I did it today.
Loverboy got 3 goats. Cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Saddle Ridge says, first time to have 6 people around Christmas dinner table in years. I loved it. That's great. Can't wait to hear your next album. I was working on it all day today, as a matter of fact. Matthew says the best part was blessing some other families. That's awesome. Super cool, man. Watching all my nieces and nephews open presents.
That's so nice.
We have COVID in the house, so we Zoomed.
Yeah.
Well, we did too. We did, but everybody's better.
Yeah.
Everybody's better. Yes. Hey, man. Yes, an album is coming. I've got to, I got to get some more talent, though. There happens to be a professional bass player who's really, really good in the chat today. And I gotta see if he'll, take a few shekels to lay down some sweet groovage. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sweet groovage.
Okay.
Because the truth is, guys, even with technology the way it is now, you can't do everything. And if you try, you come off fake.
Yeah.
So it's better to not try to be something you're not, and just let somebody who is a professional deal with that, because it's going to sound 10 times better.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
60% of the time, it works every time. Okay. Yeah. You want to talk about piggies?
Yeah, we want to talk about piggies. So the other day, I don't even know what day it was.
Are you going to tell the truth, or are we just making up a story?
No, I'm not going to tell. I'm going to tell the truth.
So the pigs. This is what really happened.
Okay. So we found out last weekend, so it's been a week, that I'm like, it looks like she's pregnant. Sure enough, she was pregnant. Delivered her piglets outside in the
snow.
Well, it was in the little pig house.
In the snow.
Well, there was snow on the ground, but not in the pig house, which was good. There was a nice thick layer of hay. She delivered 8 piglets. 2 of them were freezing cold, so we brought them inside and warmed them up, put them back, and they were fine. Mm-hmm. So couldn't get her out.
She didn't want to move. She hadn't passed her placenta yet.
She was not moving. And so we put some hog panel in front of the doorway, put some hay bales in there to keep them warm. We put a heat lamp in there, kept them warm. They did fine through the night, except for one. She rolled on one of them. That one passed away. And then the next morning, we were finally able to get her in the barn in that makeshift pen that we had built, so that we could get the piglets under a heat lamp and separated so that they wouldn't get rolled on. Well, the next morning, 2 more had gotten... actually, the other piglets squished the 2 runts. They were underneath all of the other 5 piglets. They just piled them. It was a pig pile. So 2 of them didn't make it. And then the next...
Let me pause here for just a sec, though, because there are going to be people who are going to go, see, I told you so. And the reality is that if you know anything about raising pigs, you're going to lose piglets.
Yes.
That's just how it is, even
Yes.
in the most perfect
Conditions.
situation.
Yes.
But one of the things that you have to do is you need to get heat out there, which we did have heat lamp, and we had cardboard all around it, and we had basically a roof, a canopy on top of it. So there was plenty of heat. Even we brought her into the barn, but there's also something that you have to do. You have to separate the mom from the pigs with a grate or some kind of separator so that the piglets can get into the warmth of the heat lamp, but they can also access mama.
Right.
But they can get away from mama if mama's rolling on them, because that kills piglets a lot.
Right. Well, and also we can't have her over there because she could break the heat lamp and set the barn on fire.
And or freeze at night.
Right. And then freeze at night. So get cut by the lamp,
There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things. Well, another pig disappeared. We think we had a predator problem.
We did.
It was gone. I searched through all of the hay, and I got in with the pig.
Yes.
And looked under all of the hay and could not find this piglet. So it's just gone. I think the cat might have gotten her.
Yeah, because it was one of the smaller piglets, and we think, because we've got a barn cat that is a stone cold killer.
Squirrels, rabbits.
She gets them.
Yeah, it's not hard for her to do.
No.
So my thought is she got that piglet, and it was the littlest one.
So there's no real way to keep her out,
No.
because she's just a sneaky.
So with all of that, there is only 3 left. And
we reinforced everything even more.
Right. I made sure that there was predator proof around. I don't know what else I can do, honestly. I'm not bringing the pigs inside. I'm sorry, folks. For those of you who think that it's okay to bring pigs inside, they're not pets. Yeah. They are future food for our family.
Either that, or else we do either trade them sometimes, or make a barter deal, or we sell them from time to time.
Right.
But for the most part, it's food.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they're not. We will take care of them as best as we can and do what we can to keep them safe. But again, they are food for our family for the future. And I was talking to our neighbor Ryan this morning. I had to go and get Hope from work. I passed him on the road, and I told him what happened. He said, farming's hard, and raising pigs is harder,
especially in the winter.
And even in your best conditions, you'll lose some. It just happens. So it's not any fault of ours. It's just life. Living on a farm, you're going to have life, which is wonderful, and you're going to have death, which is sad. But that's just the way farming is.
Well, and that is the truth. And another thing too, guys, is okay, if there was any kind of fault that could be assigned to us.
Yeah.
Just to be fair and to be truthful. We don't try to hide our mistakes from you guys.
Oh, are you kidding?
Are you kidding? Have you seen our videos?
Yeah.
We don't hide the mistakes.
No.
But if there was any kind of fault that could be assigned at all, it would have been that we should have cut the boy pigs that were in the other pen. But everybody that we were talking to was like, they're too young. They're never going to mate with that female. Right.
They were too small. So it's just not gonna happen. So, you know what? It's okay. It is what it is. And
hold on a second though. There's probably people who don't know what I mean by when I say cut.
Castrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're going to have a male pig that's going to be food, you're going to want to castrate it. Otherwise they get mean and they don't want to do what you want them to do.
Right. But this particular pig that we have is they are the American guinea hogs.
Yep.
And they are generally docile. I mean, we go into the pig pen all the time, and they come over and just kind of nudge you, and they are not aggressive in any way.
They're very docile. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say this. This is kind of a thing. And for the people out there who don't eat pork, okay.
That's fine.
Just don't be angry with us. We do. Okay.
Right,
it's not a big deal. We won't throw stones at you. You don't throw stones at us.
The choice we have made to feed our family.
Okay. However, if you've ever had American guinea hog pork, it is so different than the stuff that you get at the store. You won't believe it.
Right.
It's almost beefy in a way. It's not as white in color. It's more of a reddish in color. And the roasts are better than anything you've ever had. The bacon is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we have had such amazing luck with, the meat, and the animals are really generally easy to deal with, except when you need to move them from their normal paddock into the barn.
Yeah.
Which took me and Hope and Caleb about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Well, you were in here during the It's okay. It's okay. I'm not bitter about the pig in any way.
So, yes. I'm noticing a little comment here that I want to bring up, because Mama's birthday's coming up in about a week and a half, and we've already got the present selected.
Hold on one second, Carol. Yes, we have lost 5 of the little piglets. So
unfortunately,
nope, Heather. I don't make my own sausage. I'm not that talented yet.
Oh, you got to get the right. You got to get the right recipe.
Got to have the right recipe. Yeah.
So, right here is Christa's birthday present, and there is Brutus. Brutus is another little Saint Bernard.
Yep.
That how cute is that puppy?
He is so cute, and I cannot wait. I can't believe I have to wait another week and a day.
Yeah. Brutus. Yeah. And the thing about by the way, we were wrong. A lot of us were wrong. Brutus is not the name of the bad guy in Popeye. Well, actually, I take that back. Somebody corrected us. They said that for the most part, the cartoon Popeye, the bad guy's name was Bluto. Mm-hmm. And then they changed it for a few episodes to Brutus, but then they changed it back to Bluto.
Yeah.
So there's your nonsense trivia for the day.
Your useless knowledge.
Yeah, you're gonna win on some game show because of that little bit of information.
Right.
And you'll be like, Brad and Christa, thank you. You just won me $100,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So
funny. Why didn't you call me? Nice. I don't know your phone number.
Oh, that's right. So Christmas time, what was your favorite thing this year, Mama, of everything?
Probably the purse you bought me.
Oh. Well, first of all, you should know something about Christa. She is a bag lady. And I don't mean that in a negative sense.
This is not new news to the folks who watch us. You know that.
She is addicted to handbags, purses, small totes, anything with a handle. Definitely something, especially if you can put a Second Amendment item in there. That's helpful. Because we both have concealed carry permits. Let's just say that. And so mom's a bag lady. Yes.
I have eliminated lots of bags.
Uh-huh.
I have a tote that's about let's go this way. About this big. Just one of those, big storage totes, full, almost full. And then a couple other pieces that don't fit.
Yeah.
What purses? I will pray for you.
No
Thanks,
kidding.
Phoebe.
At least it's not shoes. Shoes would be worse.
No, I hate shoes.
But okay, so years ago, when my band was touring a lot, we did a lot of work with World Vision. Actually, you see that little happy face right there?
Yeah.
Right? That little person right there? We got that award for helping get, I think it was like 350 kids sponsored so that their families could get out of poverty and feed their communities. And they don't just, World Vision, one of the things that's super cool about World Vision is they don't just sponsor that one child. They go in and sponsor a small community so that they get the moms and dads beneficial work, and then they get those families food and education
and a job.
Yeah, and so that they can not just oh well, Leonard over here he's eating well when the sister isn't. No, that's not how they do it.
No.
And so we did a lot of work with World Vision, and I really appreciate how they do what they do. And so every once in a while they will do these they'll do these, I think they call them micro loans now, where they'll go to a community and they'll say, hey, you're doing these beautiful pieces of art, or you're making bags, or you're making whatever. Would you be interested in a fair deal with us, and we'll sell them for you, and you guys get the lion's share of the money, and we'll take just a little bit so that we can ship things and do all that kind of stuff. And so that's what I found for Mama. I found her a bag that was hand stitched, the whole entire thing.
Really pretty.
And it was super affordable, guys. Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And they were made by some elderly women who could not get work any other way.
In Vietnam.
And I was like, perfect gift. Not only does it feed her addiction, it's helping some folks out around the world.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, it does. Feeds my addiction. Thanks, hon.
250 pairs of shoes. Holy mackerel.
No, it's not. Her sister, heaven help us, sister, has 250 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go through my bag bin and get rid of a few more, because yes, I am. I'm downsizing because they all have to fit in one tub. That's my goal.
Just making sure you're real.
Yes, I'm real. Quit poking me.
It's not true. This is only for the live stream, guys. This is not real.
I don't have like 70 purses. I know I don't. I probably have, I can't even begin to count.
I can
maybe
try.
20.
You start with 1.
Maybe 20.
And then you go to...
No, stop. You punk. Okay, enough of my addiction. How about yours? Let's talk about your addiction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that all? 8 guitars? There's 8. And they're not cheap either. My purses are way cheap.
My guitars make the family money.
My purses bring me joy. So, meh. Not really.
And furthermore,
okay.
I don't even want to go there.
Anyway,
it's I use these for production.
It's just a thing.
We're just picking at each other.
Of course.
But no, does he use all of those guitars?
He doesn't use all of those guitars.
Yes, he does.
Wait a minute. That one over there, you said you've only played once since you bought it.
And the reason for that is...
because it had a specific sound.
That's correct, actually. You guys may not believe this, but the truth is this, that every guitar that you own has a different sound to it. There's a different vibe to it. The way you play it is different, and it will extract whatever. You're just there's nothing I can say.
I'm laughing at a comment.
There's nothing I can say.
Tammy says her purses carry the money. No, the money's in the bank.
Oh.
No.
Do guitars go bad if no one plays it? No.
Does a purse go bad if you don't use it? No.
Every purse has a different feel.
Different use. Yes. I probably will go through and...
Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, I appreciate it. You get the official thank you. He's got my back.
Purse math instead of chicken math.
And you can't explain it to somebody who's never done it. You can't be like, no, honestly, this one has a different feel than that one. Well, they look the same. I know they look the same. There's a different sound to it. And there's a different feel to it. And then you get...
Okay, Garth, your pills.
I know. just be picking my nose.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just a thing...
Yes.
Claire did say that I could put a few bricks in it and hit somebody on the head with it.
Make it an aggressive tool.
Yeah, it could be a self-defense weapon. You're right, Phoebe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So actually, anyway,
too funny.
Anyway, guys.
Anyway,
we honestly only came on to say Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, we can just talk.
We.
Yes,
white man?
We white man. Yes. You're not allowed to say that anymore. That's so filled with hate because you used a color. You're not allowed to say colors anymore. Colors are bad.
Okay, we man.
Are you trying to say I'm not 6'8" feet tall?
No.
We're just teasing, guys. We're just teasing. Anyway, so honestly, that's it. We're going to go make pizza from scratch.
Yeah.
It's pizza night.
Yeah.
So...
There's Jesus is Lord is asking a question. Should we do that real quick before we get off?
What's the news with David and family and John? Yeah, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. I'll talk about Jonathan and you can talk about David. Okay. Jonathan, our son Jonathan, is in the Army and he fixes helicopter engines for Chinooks and Black Hawk helicopters. And he's over there right now. And unfortunately, he's not with his family. And Jessica, who's his wife, she's here living with us because she had their first baby here recently, whose name is Elijah. And he's a cool little kid.
He is sweet.
And we just happen to have more room here. It was not a weird thing between her family and our family. It was just... Our house is bigger. That's all. There
was just more space here. And she didn't want to stay in Tennessee by herself. They bought a house a month before he shipped out. So in June,
that's correct.
They bought a house, but she didn't want to stay in Tennessee by herself, which is completely understandable. I mean, I would want to be with family and not be by myself. Be
alone.
So Elijah's actually, he will be 2 months old in a few days.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So, and he's really... They don't know how good they have it.
Oh my gosh.
He is a great baby.
Such a good baby.
Yes.
So, they're so blessed to have such a happy, healthy baby.
Hermes Morales, Merry Christmas to you from Chile.
Awesome.
I was watching some South American football last night. Yeah, I love it. So now you can say what's going on with David.
Okay, so David and his wife Brooklyn, they were not able to come home for Christmas. He couldn't get leave because
COVID.
Because of COVID, yeah.
COVID.
So little Colt is almost a year and a half.
That's right.
Now, and he is just the tree and all the stuff is just a huge blessing for him. I mean, his eyes light up when he looks at that Christmas tree. So we did do some Skype and some FaceTime with them. So that was a lot of fun. But
I'm sorry. Pause for 1 second because I got to take this comment.
Yeah.
Nebo Allen, has Jonathan learned how to put his tools away now that he's in the military? Specifically, a mechanic. And the answer is yes.
Yeah. Well, they have a check sheet and they have a place in their toolbox that they have to check because it cannot get left in the engine because that's lives.
Death.
That's just death for the people who are flying in that helicopter. So yes, there is. It's just like, when someone has surgery, they have to check to make sure all of the tools are out of the person that they were doing surgery on. Yep. So it's,
Yeah.
So,
but his stain lingers on here. Every time I go to find something or look for something, I'll be like, I swear I have that tool. I know I have that tool. And I'll go exactly to where that tool used to be. And lo and behold, there's a vacant spot where that tool used to be.
Actually, I think those tools are still in the van. I think a lot of them are still in the van because he did a little bit of work for us when he was home just to give him something to do. He replaced a stereo in the van because the stereo was broken in the van. So we put a new one in there, and I think all of the ratchets are still in the van.
They are. Anyway, so tell him.
And I asked him twice specifically, hey, make sure you put those tools away.
I guess since it's not at work tools, maybe.
Well, and it's not his stuff, so he doesn't matter to him.
I don't know.
What a crazy kid.
So David Colt is there, baby.
Colt is doing well. He is a straight up 1-year-old. You know, he's just
out cruising around.
He is such a funny little kid. He went like this to me today on the phone. It was so cute. Anyway, and they are expecting another baby in March, a little girl.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yep.
We are going to be the grandparents of 3 in the matter of a year and a half.
And we're not even 50 yet.
Nope.
This is going to be a crazy ride.
Yeah. We knew we were going to have lots of grandkids.
Yeah.
With 7 kids, it was just bound and determined to, we were going to have lots of grandkids. So
yeah. So
yeah,
there's where we're at, guys. Again, came on to say Merry Christmas, and that's exactly what we'll do. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
So, and last thing, if you're interested in coming on and doing something a little more scriptural, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. in the morning, Big Family Devotions channel. Yep. And we are in Romans right now. I think we're going to be in Romans chapter 14 on Monday.
What?
So anyway, blessings to you all. Merry Christmas. Yep. And we're going to say a quick prayer. So if that's not your thing, you can cruise on out of here. Hope you stay. But if not, we don't want to be pushy and all that nonsense. Yep. So here we go. We're going to pray. All right. Thank you, Father God, for each and every one of these people. Lord, we are humbled and blessed that you have allowed us to be in their worlds and them to be in ours. We thank you so much, and we ask, Lord, that you would just be a blessing to each person here and that you would show them just how much you love them. Amen. Amen. All righty, guys. You guys have a blessed night, and we're going to have some pizza.
Yep. Good night.
Bye.